Welcome to Dreamweaver. This is the first of a set of tutorials that I hope will help you quickly learn how to use Dreamweaver to make basic web pages. It's a pretty amazing site and makes a lot of connections between it and Fireworks for editing graphics and Flash for creating Flash files, things like that. So it is pretty powerful, and it does still allow you to work with HTML code directly, so it just makes some things a little bit easier and quicker. So the very first thing you need to do in order to create a website is to define your site and set up your folders. So we're going to do that by clicking on Site. You can click on Site here and then Manage Sites, or you could click on Manage Sites over on the right. But either way, you'll get this window. Click on New, and then Site, and then this will pop up. So we're going to call this School Site. Now, for most naming of files in Dreamweaver, you shouldn't leave any spaces. In this case, they will just put an underscore in your file folder name. But for other places, unless I say this, you don't need to have it all together, or you can put in spaces that make sure you don't. Okay, leave this on No. I don't want to use a server technology. It should be on Edit Local Copies on my machine, because we're going to be editing the machine. So this is where you need to tell it where you're going to save your files. So we're going to go to the L drive, shared, and I'm going to make a folder for me. You guys already have yours. Okay, so I'm going to tell it I want it in Jennifer, but inside of your folder, I'd like you to call it Dreamweaver. And you don't have to put the name school site, because it will automatically be put into that folder. Okay, so click Select. Okay, and then click Next. And this one we're going to change to None. We're not going to use a remote server, we're just going to create it so it works locally. And then click on Done. Okay, click on Done. If you ever need to change any of those things, like where your files are located, you go back into the Manage Sites, open your particular site name, and click on Edit. So Done. Okay, so when you're working on the site, all your files and the files that you're using for it, so all your media files, all your images, everything you use for the site should be within this main folder. And you can see all the files structure over here on the right in the Files panel. So these are all panels that show you different aspects of the design process, but files and assets are, I usually tend to use files most. Assets are basically images and things that are associated with the website. It's kind of like Windows Explorer, and then if I click on here, and then if I right click, then I can create a new folder inside. So I'm going to click a new folder, and I'm going to call it Images. Okay, I'm going to click on here again. I'm going to make another new folder. I'm going to call it Media. So any images that I'm going to use for the site, I'm going to put into the Images folder. And any media that I'm going to include, like the sound file for your MP3 storybook, your video, your Flash files, they can all go into the media folder. So anything that's going to be included on your website should be within this file structure. Let's see. So we need to we need to put certain images in the image folder. Okay, so you can do it through Manage Your Files if you want to. Basically, they're in the L drive, in shared, in Dreamweaver, required quick tutorial, and then images. So I'm going to select, move them all, copy them all. You can do it in your Manager Files. Okay, I'm going to copy them over, and I want to put them into my folder in L drive, shared, and then in, oh, right spot, L drive, shared, my folder, Dreamweaver, and then in the images folder. Okay, so you would do that using Manager Files. Okay, so those are some images that we're going to be drawing on in order to do this website. Okay, let's go back to Dreamweaver. I think we'll end this one here. So you're gonna, when you create your own website, you could do it at the same time right now if you want to, but when you do go to create your own, you would start out the same way, except instead of calling it school site, you can call it your name portfolio or something like that, so it's easier for you to tell what it is. Okay, I'm going to stop there for this tutorial.